Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, whether you're tuning in on the radio dial here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM. We welcome you all back to our show, as well as tuning in through our new friends at iHeartRadio.com. We're glad to have all of you with us as well. Our next guest now is really a part of our family here. We're really excited to welcome back to our show Wendell B. He's not only a fitness model and trainer and photographer, but an individual who I've been inspired by and has really been able to inspire people literally around the world. We're going to talk to Wendell about that journey, what it's been like for him to do what he loves and to be able to share it with all of us, but also how he's been able to also address his challenges he's faced as well along his own fitness and weight loss journey, and what it's been like for him to see how that has motivated people too. If you're just hearing about Wendell, we'll tell you at the end of our segment how you can stay connected with him. Wendell, hello to you and welcome back to the program, man.
Thanks, Cyrus. Thanks for having me again.
Hey, man, always a pleasure. You know, always excited to speak with you, for one, because one of the things that we share in common is our love of positivity and being able to inspire and motivate people. That's one of the things that drew me to you in the beginning, and it's been great to kind of follow that journey. You know, I'm not the only one, of course. As I mentioned, you've been able to inspire people, literally, Wendell, around the world. I mean, what has that been like for you as you kind of reflect on it, especially these past couple of years, to be able to do what you love, but then to be able to motivate people along the way?
Honestly, it was kind of like getting into it. I wasn't expecting it because I've never been that type of person at first to just be, I'm going to motivate the world. It all started with me just wanting to better myself and be a better me. And just by me sharing my story and being transparent, I guess it just helped others in the process. So I'm thankful that just me being myself have been able to help others, all from just stemming from me basically wanting to help myself and hold myself accountable. So I'm truly grateful for the platform, Instagram, for being there, for helping me be that voice to help other people get through their situation.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, Instagram is definitely that place. I mean, that's where you and I connected, and again, like where you've been able to kind of share this experience with others. At the time that we're having this conversation, over 37,000 have joined you there on Instagram. Do you still have those wow moments when you kind of think about that you have literally over, 37,000 people, Wendell, that are staying connected with you each and every day and have an opportunity to be motivated by you?
Yeah, actually I am still wild sometimes because it's really intriguing to know that this many people find me this interesting to like want to follow my daily life, to see what I'm posting and seeing what I'm just doing on a daily. It's kind of insane to me because, like I said, it all started just for being me. So when I go places and I see people and they know who I am, sometimes it kind of catches me off guard because I'm still a normal person. I'm still regular. So, but it's a great feeling. I can't lie. It's a great feeling just to know, to hear somebody tell me that I impact them in a positive way. It's not just, you have all of these type of followers, all of these people, and you're not doing nothing with it. So I'm just grateful to know that I am touching people in that way.
Right. One of the pictures that was one of your, one of the things that a lot of people did, I didn't do it this year because I'm still learning a lot of stuff, Wendell, when it comes to how to do stuff on Instagram. But one of the things that you shared at the beginning, actually at the end of December of last year, was your best 9 pictures that got the most attention. I mean, of course, you've gotten hundreds of thousands of likes on these pictures. One of those, though, had a very personal story. And one thing that I really respect about you, and we talked about it a little bit last time. I want to definitely dive more into that this year because, here we are kicking off a brand new year, Wendell, as you know. We talked last year about how a lot of people wait till January to kind of get things started, and how one of the big things of advice that you gave was taking advantage of now. Why wait? Just go now. You shared in one of those pictures that got a lot of attention, how you had some moments that you had not been, as committed, and that you had kind of gone back a little bit. What was it like for you, for one, to be able to share that, to kind of, let us know that, but then to know how you were bouncing back?
That post actually, the response that I got from that post, that actually wowed me because I had actually sent the picture to a friend of mine who's actually one of my business partners with me, and I told her I was kind of embarrassed to post the picture because people look at me as, okay, you're getting these results, you're behind the product, and you're supposed to have these great results. And first, I'm kind of embarrassed, like, how can I share this? Like, should I even post this? And her words to me was like, post it. Like, she reminded me that at the beginning, you promised yourself, you promised everyone that you will always be real, you will always be transparent, and you will always just share your story. And to have so many likes and so much feedback from me just being transparent and saying my downfalls, it made me feel so much better, because it made me realize that what I'm doing is really helping people. Like, this is my purpose. This is what I'm supposed to do, because me falling off wasn't just a bad thing for me. To me, it was actually a good thing for me, because I was able to get results and show people how to get results. But I was also in a place where God took me to fall off, but now I can recommit a whole new amount of people that haven't seen my journey from the beginning. They can see me now work on my results from this point that I'm at now that I fell off as I've gone on. And to the people that have been following me for a while, to let them know that it's not just, okay, you get results and you keep results and they think that, okay, you're perfect. No, you're not perfect. Everyone have their ways. Everyone will fall off. And I just want to be that voice of people to let you know that everyone is normal. Everyone is not going to have, every day is not going to be a good day. You're going to fall off. But the thing about it is you have to be able to pick yourself up and just know to keep going no matter what.
Right. I want to stay with that for a moment, Wendell, because you mentioned in that post, and that post was December 21st, where you kind of went into what had happened. There were two things that you mentioned. One, of course, has to do with eating, which, I mean, we all can relate to that. The second thing was not being consistent, and it ties into what you just said, because I think a lot of times, and this is just in life in general, I think we all get to a place where we do get comfortable, and think, okay, hey, I've done this, so I'm good. I mean, do you find that pictures like that and posts like that and the response to posts like that is one of the things that kind of keeps you moving and not being complacent?
Actually, it really does. Because when I originally started my journey, like I always said, I posted my first post on Instagram. That's how I was able to grow that following of being transparent, and just said, like, this is my way of keeping myself accountable, because I had no friends to hold me accountable at the time. No one would want to work out with me or eat clean with me. So my response is I would post all of these pictures that I'm unhappy with just so I can see myself daily and know what I need to change. So for a while, I kind of fell off of that mindset because I hadn't got to a point. I kind of plateaued, and at that point in my mindset, it's like help others, help others, help others, but at the same time kind of forgot about self. And you have to find time in between time doing everything that you're doing to not forget about self. You have to focus on self, because if you're not helping yourself, how are you going to help someone else?
Right. Exactly. I think that's the big thing, and it's a great reminder for all of us. And I think, too, I mean, the other thing I want to say about this, and then we're going to move on, Wendell, is that I think the response to that picture showed you that you weren't on this journey alone. I think, we talk about on the show all the time about how no matter what it is that we're going through, it makes us feel so much better to know that we're not by ourselves. Did that also how you felt when you posted that, realizing that you weren't the only one this has happened to, and that people understood that experience and were there to then be able to motivate and encourage you?
I was so grateful, honestly, from the post and the response that I did get from it. I had some of just my followers commented. I had some of my actual clients that I work with on a daily comment, and they all motivated me. And it felt good to know that as much as I help to motivate others, I can get the same back in return. In the beginning, when I first started, like I said, I had that. I had no one to help support me and keep me uplifted. So for me to be that person to others and then turn back around and me share, and they're being that way to me, it felt better that I have a community of people that actually cares, and like they keep me motivated as well as much as I help to keep them motivated.
Gotcha. Well, I'll tell you, it's a great feeling, I know, for them to know that they can return what you've been able to give to them, and I know that will continue to reciprocate as your journey continues. I want to say, for those who are just tuning in, either on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome back to our program today Wendell B. He's not only a fitness model and trainer, but also a photographer as well. We're about to get more into the photography aspect. He's back with us as we're kicking off a new year, talking with us not only about his journey, what it's been like for him to experience his growth and success, but also the tribe he's been able to build literally around the world. Now, that tribe is now continuing as you build Top Optics Photography. You gave a little bit of the backstory of that last time you were on the program, Wendell. I mean, to be an entrepreneur is another thing that a lot of people are experiencing this year. For them, it may not be weight loss. It may not be, trying to stick to physical goals. It might be setting a goal for being an entrepreneur, to starting a business. What has that part of the experience been like for you, to be able to have started this business, let us know about it on Instagram, to build it through Instagram, and to share it with us that way?
I'm shocked myself, honestly, at the way that my photography business grew in a short period of time, but it was destined to happen. I feel that way, and it's only going to grow from here. From a child, I always knew that I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I never knew what it was. And even to a couple of years ago, I used to always be down and out, not have extra money for things. And I used to talk to my mother and say, I wish I had, I knew other things that I could do to earn extra money. And she would always tell me it would eventually come to you. It would eventually come to you. Just be patient. And it's so ironic how this can tie into my Herbalife experience, and that it's not about just the weight loss, it's about the mental health. Like I said, it took me to go to an event to realize, hear a keynote speaker speak and say things that you have to do in your childhood, things you enjoyed doing as a child, reflect back on it and make that your job, make that what you love to do. And with me, I always enjoyed taking pictures as a child. Never knew that I could build a business out of it, just done it for fun. So when I got the experience, I was able to invest in a camera. I started playing around with it at first and still not thinking a business could come out of it until people started motivating me, telling me your work is good, just keep going. And other photographers, major shout out to Justin out in Dallas. He always mentored me, tell me things that, how to perfect my work. And it's just ironic how I was able to grow a photography business in 10 months just on something I enjoy doing. It's just outrageous to me, man.
Yeah. And to stay with that for a moment, Wendell, I want to talk about the trust because, your work is definitely, it's beautiful, it's tasteful, but I noticed the looks on the people, the men and women that you've been able to capture. You can tell that they're enjoying that moment. Can you kind of talk about what it's been like for you to have your clients appreciate not only how you make them look, but also how you make them feel about themselves?
I always tell my models that I do work with that it's a trust process. I always, you have to trust your model. I knew from experience from the past couple of years when I was asked to, do photo shoots, I was able to be in front of the camera, so I knew how photographers made me feel. I got that experience. So when I actually started doing photography myself, it was more of, okay, now I know how it feels from behind the camera, but I also know how the model wants to feel. So I need to make the model feel comfortable. I need to play the type of music they like to hear. Get them into their zone to create the best images for them. Because they're paying you for something that they want, so you want to make sure it's the best, something that they really had in mind.
I think that's it. I think that is the big thing for sure. And I think, again, that's just another level. Now, of course, people have gotten to know you because of what you're doing with Top Optics. Before that, though, we got to know you for the business you've been building with Herbalife. Now, we talked about last time you were on the program, Wendell, as you remember, about how that all began with you for Herbalife. Talk to us, though, about the commitment aspect when it comes to that. Because I think, I was first found out about Herbalife, I think, more intimately because my brother was on it briefly. I think, that's kind of what happens sometimes with business, right? You get into something for whatever reason, and you don't stick with it. Again, kind of going with our theme of starting fresh. You have been very consistent with Herbalife. Talk to us about the commitment you've made to that and how that's helped you in kind of being able to have the healthier lifestyle that you want.
For one, with the Herbalife experience, I was one of those people. I hear so much negative. I hear a lot of positive things about Herbalife, but a lot of times people that doesn't know anything about Herbalife, I get the negative vibe first. But I never feel no type of way because I was once one of those people. I hated, products. I, didn't see results using other products before, so it took me just to give this product a chance. And from the moment I seen my results within the first few days of me using these products, I remember how it made me feel. So I always kept that in mind. And when I got the results that I did get, and I just kept being consistent, my thing about it is, okay, I've been posting my life. I've been posting this product and what has helped me. I know it always will help me. It helped me before. It's going to continue to help me. And I know I've helped a lot of other people with this product. But I'm the type of person that I'm always committed. I'll never be a quitter. I can't quit something that I started. I just won't feel right. It won't feel right inside of me. So it's something that I'm committed to for life. Like, I just can't quit this thing, because those who always stay become leaders. They become the champions. They're the most successful in what they do. And 9 times out of 10, when the person do leave and they fall off, you don't see anything positive going on too much after that. 9 times out of 10, they usually come back, or they start back doing something else and quit the next thing that they do. So I think when you find that one thing that you love to do, stick with it, stay committed. Things going to go wrong sometimes, but you just have to have the willpower to stay.
Right. Well, another thing you've been able to do, and a great way to piggyback off what you just said, Wendell, about willpower, another thing you've been able to do is you don't push, I've noticed this about you, you don't push Herbalife off on your audience. You just share with them how Herbalife is helping you along the journey, but you do offer your audience other ways. One of those ways is the challenge that you've been able to offer. You use social media, especially Instagram, but also you have a Facebook group you set up. Talk to us about that, because I know you've done your in-person trainings on the weekends. I mean, what has it been like for you to kind of build this community online that you've been able to help with these challenges to kind of help them to reach the goals that they want for themselves?
With the online challenges and things that's online, it stems more because of my social media following, and so many people that have reached out to me and that I've been in contact with are not in the Houston area. So I still want to be able to help people wherever they're at. Wherever you're at, I can help you what you're doing. I can give you the tips. So I feel like, okay, what's better than an online community? A lot of these people started just like I started, no motivation, no one around them to keep them motivated. And I just felt like I needed to be that person to step up and create this group of people that will help motivate each other. Everyone that don't have no one to motivate you, why not be in a group of people and we help motivate each other? So I enjoy the online challenges. I enjoy just the opportunity, because just from them motivating each other, it motivates me as well. Waking up in the morning to see, they eat a clean meal or they drink their shake in the morning. Sometimes it's like it motivates me to get up and do it myself.
Got you. In that same vein, as we were talking about the motivating with the tribe, one of the things that we've all heard, and me being a big nerd, I'm a firm believer in that, and that is that leaders are definitely readers. You've been talking about that even in your posts on Instagram. I want to broaden that a little bit, not just talk about what you're reading, but also those you associate with. This is a really good point, because I think, again, this is one thing we have in common, Wendell, is that, I might have a very small circle, a very small group that I hang around, and it's so important for me to be able to have, for one thing, my mind, and to be able to stay focused on what I'm doing. Talk to us about how important that's been for you to be able to make sure you're kind of watching those around you, but also you talk about this in your post as well, about encouraging your audience to kind of keep the negativity away. How has that helped you in meeting your goals?
It's very, very important to watch who you're around. I always hear quotes, and it kind of sound cliche, but it's very true when people say you are what you hang around. And when you really pay attention to it, if you're hanging around with people that they just want to do drugs or they just want to go out and party all the time, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be doing the same thing. So why not hang with people that are reading books, people that are wanting to start businesses and do positive things, always encourage you to do positive things, than to be around talking about negativity all day. Because if you hang around the positivity, you will become the positive. I always tell myself I want to be the least smartest in the group that I'm in, because I'm always looking to learn and grow more. I don't want to be the smartest one, because how am I going to grow? So always challenge yourself to just be around new people. I've lost so many friends over the years, and it's not a bad thing, that sometimes you just outgrow people. God put them in your life for a reason, and you just have to move forward with the new levels and the new people that are put in your life that are going to take you to a different level and be more positive with.
Yeah, I think that is so important, and I think to be able to have people around. And I'm a big believer in that as well. One of the things I don't like is for people to just kind of okay everything that I say and do. I mean, we definitely need people who are going to push us, to motivate us. Because I'm with you on that as well, Wendell. That's the way that you're able to grow and to keep improving yourself. And I think that's the thing. I mean, none of us will ever, be the best of everything, but we can keep being able to push and strive for that. So for this year, I mean, I never asked you, and I really don't ask my guests this question. I don't know where you kind of stand on quote-unquote resolutions for the year, but what are your goals? I'll ask you that question, Wendell. What should our audience be as we're beginning 2018? What are some of the goals that you've set for yourself that you can share with our audience?
Some of my major goals are I want to inspire thousands of more people. Like, that's my goal. I feel like over this past 2017, I was able to grow like 17,000 followers on Instagram. So when I look at it, most people look at, I got more followers. To me, I look at it, okay, these are more people that can watch my journey, more people that I can inspire. So one of my biggest goals is to inspire more people this year. On top of that, of course, is I want to, work on my photography more, perfect my skills more, hopefully get more publishing, new studio, like just things that'll help me grow. Like, I just want to help others and grow. Like, that's my main goal that I want to do. And, of course, travel the world.
Gotcha. Well, a lot of great things ahead for you, Wendell. I'm so excited that we could be able to feature you once again on the show. Also, Wendell will be the face of our first issue of Conversations, the magazine for 2018. Really excited about this. This is something we started working on for last year and reached out to him because I wanted to be able to see if there was anything we needed to add, but also if there were new photos for him. And you guys are going to love the photos for this issue, so we'll be telling you more about that in the next couple of weeks. But, Wendell, so excited to be able to speak with you again. I'm so proud of you and what you've been able to do, and definitely you've inspired me as you've been able to do other people around the world. For those who are not following you on Instagram, let them know how they can stay connected with you as well as with your photography page.
Okay, thanks again for having me again, Cyrus. Like, I am really appreciative of it. I look up to you for the goals that you are mastering yourself and obtaining. As far as my social media, to stay in contact with me, my personal page on Instagram is That Dude Duty, so it's DATDOODY DATDUDE_DOODY. That's my personal page on Instagram, and for my photography page is actually linked on there as well, but it's TopOptics_photography.
Okay. So make sure you all are definitely staying connected with him. We'll be posting that for those joining us online. We'll be posting that in the notes of this conversation so you guys can just click on it from there. Again, congratulations to you, Wendell. Again, thank you for the time, and looking forward to the next conversation with you, man.
Thanks again for having me, Cyrus.
Hey, no problem. My pleasure. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. If you all came in late and missed part of the conversation with Wendell, don't worry. Thanks to our online friends, you all can catch the replay right after we go off the air. The link is already available through our social media site. So head over to Facebook.com/CyrusWebb or go to Twitter.com/CyrusWebb. If you click on the link there, you can listen to the show completely for free and share with your friends from there too. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Make sure you take out time to enjoy some good music as well as a great book. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live today. You all make it a great one.